Good day, viewers!
We are the Netiquette Avengers.
And in this vlog, we will be talking about the responsible use of media. So get ready to watch, listen, and learn. First off is the media usage. Media usage, also called as media consumption or media diet, is defined as the sum of information and entertainment media taken in by an individual or group. In media usage, there is what we call the media habits. This answers the question, how do you usually use media? Here is an example.
Raisa, how do you usually use media?
Billions of people around the world use social media. Like them, I use media to share information and make connections. For example, the usage of the Messenger app is used to keep in touch with friends and extended family who are far away from us. It is often easier and more convenient to access information, provide information, and communicate via social media.
That's true. It truly plays an important role in our everyday lives.
Media lifestyle. This answers the question, how do you use media in your way of living? An example is,
How about your media lifestyle? How do you use media in your way of living?
For me, I use media to spread knowledgeable information that may help my fellow students in their studies. I also use this platform to sell my products. I'm posting my products online to gain more profit and customers from other places also.
media preferences. This, on the other hand, answers the question, what media do you prefer? For example,
Hey Raisa,
What is it, Sean?
I don't really like Mobile Legends. It's not so good for me. It consumes most of my time. How about you?
Well, it's not that bad for me. Hence, it's cool. I like it.
again, those are the media usage, habits, lifestyle, and preferences.
Next up, here are the characteristics of a responsible user and competent producer of media and information. First characteristic is to behave properly on the internet. In behaving properly on the internet, there is what we call netiquette, which is the combination of the words internet and etiquette. According to Shea, netiquette is a set of rules for behaving online. It is respecting other users' views and displaying common courtesy when posting views on online discussion groups. To continue, here are the following core rules of netiquette by Virginia Shea.
Rule number 1. Remember the human. What frequently gets people into trouble when communicating online is that they easily forget they are communicating with real people. There's a human behind the words you're reading. It's easier to shoot back a response to a negative comment because you're looking at text on a screen rather than looking at someone in the eyes.
Rule number 2. Adhere to the same standards of behavior online that you follow in real life. While it can be argued that standards of behavior may be different in the virtual world, these certainly should not be lower. You should do your best to act within the laws and ethical manners of society whenever you inhabit cyberspace. Would you behave rudely to someone face-to-face? On most occasions, no. Neither should you behave this way in the virtual world.
Rule number 3. Know where you are in cyberspace. Knowing where you're writing and your audience is essential because online forums and domains all have their own rules. What's good for one group may go against the mentality or rules of another.
Rule 4. Respect other people's time and bandwidth. It's important to respect people's time. Keep your online communication concise and to the point. It's also wise to keep in mind that your communications, whether they're in the forms of emails or online posts, take up space in storage systems. Bombarding mailing lists with large files or unnecessary data is not looked upon favorably.
Rule number 5. Make yourself look good online. One of the best things about the virtual world is the lack of judgment associated with your physical appearance, sound of your voice, or the clothes you wear. Unless you post a video of yourself singing karaoke in a clown outfit. You will, however, be judged by the quality of your writing, so keep the following tips in mind. Always check for spelling and grammar errors. Know what you're talking about and state it clearly. Be pleasant and polite.
Rule number 6. Share expert knowledge. One of the true benefits of expanded online communication is the ability to share and retrieve expert knowledge quickly. If you're an expert and have research or news to share, this is one of the best uses of the internet.
7th rule. Help keep flame wars under control. While flaming is not necessarily forbidden in virtual communication, flame wars, when 2 or 3 people exchange angry posts between one another, must be controlled. Don't feed the flames. Extinguish them by guiding the discussion back to a more productive direction. Hence, instead of joining an argument, you should help in solving the problem in a more proper way.
Rule number 8. Respect other people's privacy. You should not publicly identify or post private information about someone, especially as a form of punishment or revenge, a practice known as doxing. You should also avoid snooping around someone else's computer or email to find out information that normally wouldn't be open to you.
9th rule. Don't abuse your power. People in powerful positions may try to gain an edge over their adversaries or put others down on social media platforms because they can, and because they have a huge group of followers. It's a good idea not to abuse this power or say things online that you may someday regret.
Lastly, be forgiving of other people's mistakes. Not everyone has the same amount of experience working in the virtual world, and not everyone knows the rules of etiquette. At some point, you will see a stupid question, read an unnecessarily long response, or encounter misspelled words. When these happen, practice kindness and forgiveness as you would hope someone would do if you had committed the same offense. If it is a minor offense, you might want to let it slide. If you feel compelled to respond to a mistake, do so in a private email rather than a public forum. The next characteristic of being a responsible user and competent producer of media and information is being a critical thinker. A critical thinker is someone who has the ability to think clearly and rationally about what to do or what to believe. It includes the ability to engage in reflective and independent thinking.
3rd one is being smart. Being smart involves having or showing a high degree of mental ability. It is also being intelligent and bright.
4th is being vigilant. It is knowing how to protect oneself and others on the internet or other information sources. For example, being cautious about pop-ups or links sent that may lead to dangerous sites that will invade your privacy or virus your phone, laptop, or desktop.
5th, being a media literate. It is the ability to analyze, evaluate, and understand media sources, whether they are well-known newspapers, cable news shows, or Facebook posts. It helps us to build an understanding of the media's role in our society and teaches us to ask critical questions that are necessary for democratic society.
6th, being an information literate. Being an information literate is being able to determine the extent of information needed, access the needed information effectively and efficiently, evaluate information and its sources critically, use the information effectively to accomplish a specific purpose, and understand economic, legal, and social issues surrounding the use of information, and access and use information ethically and legally.
Lastly is being a technology literate. It is where someone who is proficient in using computers and other digital devices to access the internet. Digital literacy gives them the ability to use the internet to discover, review, evaluate, create, and use information via various digital platforms.
Again, those are the characteristics of a responsible user and competent producer of media and information. 1. Behave properly on the internet. 2. A critical thinker. 3. Smart. 4. Vigilant. 5. Media literate. 6. Information literate. And 7. Technology literate.
Aside from that, there are the do's and don'ts to follow in using and producing media and information.
Number 1. Do not bully. Online bullying can really hurt others and it can have serious consequences. The internet is permanent and what you post can live forever even if you delete it. Assume anything you share online or in apps could be seen by anybody, anywhere, no matter what kind of privacy settings you use. It's also easy for people to save and share screenshots of things you post. If you think you might have crossed the line and are bullying someone, know that you can stop.
Number 2. Do not give away or publish your private information in today's world. Huge amounts of personal information are created and stored, and it's often difficult to manage who has access to our info. While some people take a proactive approach of removing personal information from online sources, others are much more nonchalant. In fact, many share personal information of themselves through social media.
Number 3. Do not post anything that contains false or less than true news and events. Fake news is information that cannot be verified, is without sources, and is possibly untrue. Being well informed is crucial in this era where news travels at the speed of light. In fact, the time it takes for an event to become a news story may actually have contributed to the rise of fake news.
Number 4. Do not publish inappropriate contents open for public. It's incredible how easily people forget that social media is a public place that almost anyone can access. Even if you keep your accounts private, it doesn't mean someone won't find your post and party pics. Jokes that are sexist, racist, or homophobic are unacceptable anywhere, and you most certainly should not post them online for everyone to see. You don't know who it will affect.
Number 5. Do not use inappropriate language. Online social media has become one of the most important ways to communicate and exchange ideas. Unfortunately, the discourse is often crippled by abusive language that can have damaging effects on social media users. Online social media networks normally deal with the offensive language problem by simply filtering out a post when it is flagged as offensive.
Number 6. Do not use media to pirate works. Pirating digital content is illegal. Yet people continually steal ebooks, movies, and television shows and treat it like it's no big deal. There's a couple of reasons it happens. Torrenting is easy and the chance of getting caught is low. And saving money is fun, especially when the economy isn't at its strongest.
Number 7. Consider that ethical use of information. It helps you understand the ethical use of information by providing information on quoting, paraphrasing, and citing the work of others, and on recognizing and avoiding plagiarism. It's a respect of intellectual property rights of others.
Number 8. Select wisely the media and information you are going to use and produce. Some of the information and media you are going to use might give you harm. You must consider the things that will bring you a good service and reliable information to avoid any consequences.
Number 9. Spread love. If it is something that will help others, do not hesitate to share. If you found a new information and if you know that it will benefit your peers, family, or anyone in the community, then don't hesitate to share it to them. The fact that you can be a little help is a great factor in spreading love in social media.
Number 10. Stop and think before you click. When we want to download something from the internet, we need to make sure that it is safe. There's a lot of viruses and malware online. Once it has infected your computer, hackers can potentially go through your system, steal personal information, or try to blackmail you. So, it is better to be cautious and think before you click.
Number 11. Verify each information before sharing. Be knowledgeable. Before sharing some information, and if your only intention is to share a fact, then you must know how to fact-check the information if it is less true or the truth. Knowing how to verify an information can be a great help in reducing the case of misinformations.
Number 12. Verify the source of each information you share. When sharing an information, you must also consider if the source of that information is reliable and verified. It is better if you share an information from a trusted source.
Number 13. You may not agree with others all the time, but be tolerant. Sharing opinions and perception about an issue is widely recognized on some social media platform and we always came across on some post where we do not agree and is against our principle. However, it is better to be tolerant to avoid any flame wars and problems that can cause inconvenience to other users.
Again, those are the do's and don'ts to follow in using and producing media and information.
These are the responsible use of media.
And according to Germany Kent, you are responsible for everything you post, and everything you post will be a reflection of you.
Once again, we are the Netiquette Avengers.
See you again on our next vlog.
Have a great day!